Hello, hello, and welcome back, my slimes that once for you slated. Today we're going to be playing Smolder mid lane. I think Smolder is incredibly broken, especially at the lower end of the ladder. If you've been watching high elo streamers, you'll know that they're also playing Smolder mid lane. I think the champion is just very, very strong. You kind of get to farm for free in mid lane, and you scale very well, and all of a sudden you get 225 stacks, and you go from being like this little cute dragon to just being the most broken, obnoxious champion of all time that just spits fire at people and then just one-shots them. I think that's why you should play Smolder. His weak part is during the laning phase, don't get me wrong. But that's why he's so good at low elo. Why? Because people don't know how to punish his laning phase very well. People at lower MMRs are notoriously very, very bad at punishing laning phases. Which is why when you see me recommend champions for low MMR, it's usually champions that just play laning phase in a very simple manner, lose lane, scale very well, win game. Lose lane, win game is not a joke when it comes to lower MMRs. If you play higher elos and you lose lane, your bot lane will be going 0 and 20. Not because you're going to be losing lane mid lane. You can play Smolder mid, playing 10 CS per minute, playing perfect stacks. But if your bot lane is 0 and 20 by the time that you get your execute, the game is a little bit over, right? So that's also why. Very important to understand what your objective is when you play Smolder mid lane. Of course, get stacks, win lane, right? Not really, right? Your objective is to get stacks, don't get me wrong. That's number one priority. Number two priority is jail the enemy mid laner. Make sure that they cannot roam. That is your job. The way you lose mid lane on Smolder is usually not by getting solo killed. Very hard to get solo killed on Smolder because you have decent wave clear, you have quite good range as well, and you have your E, so it's kind of hard to catch you. If you just want to sit on their tower, right? But if you just sit on their tower, I promise you, the enemy laner will look at you, if they're good, right? Or if they just know the basics of League, they'll look at you and be like, yeah, I can't kill that Smolder in the tower because he's playing like 7 strings away from me. So I'm just gonna head down to his bot lane and they're gonna get dove. And you might be 0-0-0 mid lane being like, oh, bot lane, why are you inting? But what can they really do if the enemy mid laner is permanently sitting bot? So that's why you need to try to stop the enemy mid laner from roaming. Also, I got a request to show my runes, so here they are. Fleet Footwork, Presence of Mind, Legend Haste, Cut Down, Free Boots, and Biscuits. I think these runes are very nice. I like Biscuits on Smolder, mostly just because sometimes you can have some mana issues in the laning phase. Having Biscuits to get out is very nice. The way I would recommend playing Smolder, queue minions, try to get as many stacks as possible. If you can queue the enemy champion, obviously that's good as well. Against Veigar, I think just make sure that you can push him in. He has longer cooldowns than you. Most AP champions you can push in during the early stages because you have AD, which means you kind of just win early against them. Like if we trade auto attacks like this, I'm just winning, you can see. I traded with him, he took 80 HP from me and I took half his health bar. Level 2, I'm gonna step up as well, and I'm gonna try to dodge his Q if it comes out. And then I'm just gonna get my stacks. Gonna toss my W at him and get my stacks. But it's very important to be kind of cocky on Smolder, at least level 1, against these AP champions, because you can do a lot. And if you get level 2 first mid lane and you have the wave, usually you're in a pretty nice spot, like enemy laner can't really do a whole lot. That W was a bit bad. Using W early is a bit risky because you can waste a lot of mana quite easily. I'm just gonna take my E here. I can't die. I'm completely fine. Wow. I can't believe that reached me. Maybe I am dead then. Nah, I'm fine. I'm gonna like play this in a bit of a cocky manner. Pop my biscuit. Good night, Veigar. Good night. I'm just gonna say, enemy double kill. So you mean to tell me that both lanes the junglers ganked died? Maybe we shouldn't ask for jungle ganks anymore, guys. Because jungle ganked top lane, enemy double kill. Enemy jungle ganked mid lane, enemy mid lane died. Makes you think. It's actually very funny. I recently coached this matchup. One of my students was playing Smolder into Veigar, and it wasn't looking too good for him in the lane. He ended up winning. He's a bronze player because he just got to 225 stacks. But very important to just focus on getting as many stacks as you can during the early stages. Until you get level 25, it's kind of hard to accelerate. Not level 25, Jesus Christ, can you imagine? Until you get 25 stacks, it's kind of hard to accelerate on stacks. So be okay with that. Like, the general rule I have when you play Smolder is 10 stacks per minute. You're doing a pretty good job. I should still win the all-in against this Veigar, by the way. So I'm going to keep this minion alive, just so I can get a free stack. You should just prioritize getting to 25 stacks as quickly as possible. But until you're at 25 stacks, it's kind of hard to accelerate your stacks, because you can't kill multiple minions at once, right? Like, that's the main way you get a lot of stacks. But 10 stacks per minute is what you should be aiming for. And you can see we're about to hit the stack central with our 25 stacks. And now we can start killing multiple minions at once. So now you need to start lining up minions so you can kill multiple minions. Ideally, you kill 3 at once. Sometimes you can get 4. If you only get 2, it's okay. But try to line it up so you get at least all the casters at once. What you really want to do is you want to queue the casters once, and then you can auto each of them once, and then you can queue them again, like that. This is what you do level 5, by the way. And then you get all the stacks. And then you can use Q on these melee minions and get some stacks as well. Unfortunately, the melee minions kind of decided to split up there, so I couldn't really do anything. Just gonna W the Vigar as well. Hitting enemies with spells as well gives you stacks. So if you can hit him with an AoE Q, if you can hit him with a W, that's also gonna accelerate your stacking. And all that matters on this champion. All that matters when you play Smolder. Very important to understand this. Gold doesn't really matter that much. You get 3 items, you're strong, sure. But all that really matters is get your 225 stacks. Getting stacks is all that matters on this champion. Blast that. Step into the cage, doesn't really matter. He can hit me all he wants to. I'm just gonna Q him in the head. You can see I'm winning these trades quite hard because I just flat out deal more damage than the Vigar. Like, I just deal more damage than him. He hits me with a Q, I hit him with a Q. I win. I should look for my base here though. Ideally, I would like to base on a BF sword. So maybe I can stay a little bit longer. No, I missed a minion. I missed a stack. Yeah, I'm just gonna take my base here for BF sword. You're gonna be running Essence Reaver, first item by the way, on Smolder. It's just good, gives you crit, gives you cooldown reduction, and gives you mana, which sometimes you can kind of struggle with, so important to get this. And then you can E over the Nexus to get back to lane a little bit faster. Vigar is still gonna be in the lane, he's gonna take his base after he pushes out this wave, that's fine. Nothing is really going on mid lane, right? We're both just playing for our stacks, and we're both just playing the lane quite slowly. Smolder, by the way, very hard to roam on the champion. Kind of sucks at making plays on the map. You can roam to like jungle fights or stuff like that. Oh my god, if I was a little bit faster, he would have gotten cancelled. That would have been horrible for him. I think I can just double Q the casters. Maybe I can W Q the casters at this point. I think that's not till level 7 though. So there are different breakpoints on Smolder where you can do different things depending on the levels you have in your queue and depending on how much AD you have. I think level 7 is where you can start W Qing the casters. Oh, also by the way, it's a bit late to say this, but sorry for the terrible mic. I broke my other headset, or the mic on my other headset, so that's why it's a bit bad. Briar can be mid lane here, so we need to be a little bit aware of that. But I'm just going to take my stacks here and hover the bot side. Briar just took Grubbies, which means she's obviously going to be top side. Is she mid lane, or why are you playing like this? To me, it feels like she's mid lane, how my Vigar is playing. But I don't mind just running at him and throwing some spells at him. She was mid lane, but that's unlucky. I was gonna ult this way and then run. She was very, very late at being mid lane. Like, I would have expected her to be mid lane earlier. You know? Like, right after she killed the Grobbies, I would have expected her to run down and cross through mid if she was coming through mid. That was why I felt like, okay, just going in. Because I was like, okay, well, clearly she based. But then she didn't base. Then she just came mid lane late. I guess maybe she did Scuttle Crab? It's this very fun low elo idea of like, people are so unpredictable, man. People are so unpredictable. It's so weird. It's like, oh yeah. WQ should kill? Oh my god, it does. It's an absolute Christmas miracle. Now we can just shove out the wave. I'm a little bit behind in stacks. Like I said, you should be having 10 per minute. And then you're in a good spot. That's how you know you're playing okay. If you're very fast or if you have a good matchup, you can have a little bit above 10 per minute as well. That's when you know you're doing very, very well. Just gonna W the wave and then Q the wave just to get my stacks. We're gonna go W max second. Can't believe this. By the way, if you get caged, don't run into the cage. Just try to stand still and dodge his spells. You don't have to like run into the cage. If you can't escape it, that's okay. If you can dodge his spells, it's fine. Ow. Oh, did I grieve? Nah, I should be okay. He had ult up again. Damn. I honestly didn't think he had ult up again. That's my bad. I took every spell to the forehead. That's really my bad. Yeah, I just tanked every single spell. I got hit by his W, I got hit by his Q, and then I got hit by his W again. And then I got hit by another Q. That is kind of my bad. I could flash on him here. Probably worth it, to be honest. Just to get the kill. Like, it should be okay. But wow, yeah, that was not very well played by me. I mean, we're still ahead mid lane, don't get me wrong. Just because we have a CS advantage, and we have taken his plates because we've been playing aggressively. Is she gonna jump the wall? Yeah, she is. I don't think she kills me. I think I just ult. Okay, I get her flash. That's good enough. Chunk her out, get her flash. I mean, your ult gives you stacks as well on Smolder. That's important to remember. I would like this plate, and then I probably just base. I think I should base. I have enough gold for Essence Reaver, so I might as well just base. But you can see I've taken 3 plates, and Veigar has taken no plates, and I'm up 30 CS. So we are winning lane, even though I got solo killed, which, I mean, admittedly is a little bit embarrassing considering I just coached a guy on this and tried to help him how to play Veigar, or how to play against Veigar Smolder, and then I proceed to just get absolutely solo killed. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes, that's also what I want you guys to understand. Like, be willing to play aggressive and be willing to get solo killed. I think pushing your limits is important. If you think something is possible, then try it. I think that's generally just good life advice. Okay, we dodged his spell. He doesn't have his cage. That means we can just go. He doesn't have his cage. We win this. There we go. Look, look, look. Look at that trade. Whenever he wastes his cage, you just go on him. Boom. Just instantly send it. And you can see how winning we actually are. He will try to cage me here again, but maybe I can Q him. Trying to bait his cage out by stepping like in. There we go. Got his cage. Dodge the Q. Go in. Throw a Q in his forehead. Could maybe play the grubbies. I mean, I would love to, but the problem is Veigar is kind of being annoying. I'm getting hit by his Qs. Okay, he wasted his cage again. Can I shove the wave? Yeah, I one-shot these minions now. Then we're gonna run up and try to help my Nefiri. I don't know if I can really kill. Oh, I got hit. I think I'm fine. Don't I just E away? Oh, I'm not fine. I'm very dead. Briar is so OP! Why did Nefiri not help me? Why did she try to kill the Taric? I should have just stayed mid, I guess. I mean, it was a lost fight, for sure. But I thought we could just one-shot someone. I also, to be honest, thought that the Briar was gonna aim for Nefiri and not me. I was like, oh, she's just gonna shoot at Nefiri and then it's fine. But I feel like my Nefiri could play that better. Just kill the Briar. I think we one-shot the Briar if she just goes for her. I don't know. A bit strange. Because Briar can't, like, once she ults me, she can't really control who she's gonna hit. She's gonna hit me. So then you're safe. It doesn't matter, like, if you're 300 health. She can't kill you. We're gonna run bot lane here, and we're gonna keep playing for stacks. Like, again, me dying this much, of course, it's not good, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't really matter that much. I think I can kill the Ezreal here as well. Just E onto him, and then he's gonna jump away, and then I land my W to slow him. And then I'm just gonna Q him for stacks. Q him again. And then Q him again. And then we get our stacks. If you kill a champion with your Q, do you get extra stacks? Do you get 2 stacks? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it doesn't really matter how many times I die, as long as I'm getting my stacks, that's what matters. Briar's still in this bush, so we'll just be annoying. Here we're just gonna be annoying to her as well. I think I just murder her. Try to space her spell. She might try to turn on me. Yeah, but I don't think she wins this. Brother, if she won that, I would have lost my... I would have lost my mind. There's Taric as well. Keep running, just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. Okay, we're safe. Ezreal is not finding me. If she won that, I would have lost my mind. I should not E that early, maybe. Nice, we're winning top as well. Get my Kindle gem and get my Caulfields. Okay, we're in a good spot now. We're in a good spot. I can run mid lane, but I should run bot lane, I think. And then my bot lane can run mid lane. We're in a good spot now. Top lane is still losing. Veigar is still getting kills, but notice how far ahead I am in gold of Veigar, simply just because I got that many plates mid lane. And I have a couple of kills on him as well. But he's like pretty close in CS. Oh, he got a full tower mid lane. Now that's value from him. Q this. Again, we're just trying to play for stacks. Now you can see we're a little bit above 10 stacks per minute. This is when you really start accelerating during the mid game, because that's when you can take waves, fight enemy champions, and get jungle camps, which is what you really want to do on Smolder. So I'm gonna get stacks on all these minions. All of them. Very important. Try to get stacks on every single minion possible. Place a ward here just to be sure. Briar is topside, so we should be somewhat safe playing this. I saw 2 people, didn't I? I saw a Taric, right? Did I see a Taric? Or am I just seeing things? Is he in the bush? I'm not sure. Get stacks on all the minions. Okay, Veigar is mid lane. I mean, I'm gonna be pressuring this tower. And I'm just gonna try to land some damage on the Yasuo. Taric is here, but I should be fine even in the 1v2. Like, I will just dodge the Taric spells. Damn, both of them are very low. If I aimed for the Taric, I think it would have been fine. I'm a bit concerned that Veigar comes bot, but he does not. Veigar is just still mid lane. So we should be safe. Just shove out the waves. It is kind of crazy that I'm holding 2 people bot lane and somehow we're still losing pressure mid lane. That seems like it shouldn't happen. Briar could come bot lane as well here. Hitting the tower isn't really going to do a whole lot for me as Smolder. Like I said, towers don't matter that much. What you really care about is stacks. So if you can choose between taking jungle camps or hitting a tower, I would actually recommend just taking jungle camps, because they give you stacks. And getting to those, like, I cannot overstate how important it is to get to 225 stacks. Like, that's when you become a champion. And you can see I'm getting pretty close to it. We're gonna hit Taric a little bit more, because then we get stacks. Is Briar bot lane? Seems like Briar would be. Enemy double kill. Okay, it's not great. I mean, we're gonna just go take jungle camps. Like, I'm not too interested in playing super far up when I don't see the enemy jungler, so I'm just gonna take jungle camps. I'm just gonna take this Grom. Now, Fury might be mad at me, but I honestly don't really care. I'm gonna carry this game. That's the attitude you should be having, by the way. If you're not doing horrible, have the attitude that I'm gonna carry this game, so it's okay that I take resources. And if you don't carry the game, well, then the responsibility is on you, right? You took resources, and you didn't make it happen. That's okay, happens sometimes. But then understand that you must have misplayed in some way. And then figure out how you misplayed. Shove this out, take my base. I almost have stacks. I have Spear of Shojin now as well. You can see we're very, very close to having our stacks. We're a little bit ahead of 10 stacks per minute. Rapid fire third, always. This game is getting quite rough. It's a very low kill game considering that it's like gold, platinum, MMR. Usually there's a lot more Fiesta happening. Like, 17 kills at 17 minutes? That's like some LCK stuff. That's some Korean League of Legends, where they just never kill each other. Korean Pro League of Legends. Gonna take this blue buff. Maybe I can help my Nafiri against the Briar. I don't mind popping an ult here. Do a lot of damage. And if I had my execute, would be very nice here. Dodge this, and then just take my base. Damn, can you imagine if I had my execute there? I would have killed all 3 of them just like that. That would have been nice. I must have misplayed somehow. I could teleport bot lane here. I think teleport bot lane is actually good. Mostly because Veigar just died and we have mid pressure now and the enemy team is basing. So I can push in bot lane here and be super obnoxious and force the enemy team to send multiple people bot lane to defend it. And while that is happening, we're also pushing mid lane tier 2. Which means they're gonna drop one of these tier 2s, for sure. And it seems like it's the mid lane they've chosen to drop. Or maybe it's the bot lane. Can I dodge one single spell this game? Would be very awesome. Wow, Ezreal E'd in. That's crazy. Well, they dropped the mid lane tower, so that's fine. I'm gonna take Grubbies here, or Krugs here. That's all that matters. Stacks. Get your stacks. Stacks, get your stacks here. And then take the wave afterwards. Bomba. And Bomba. Now Ezreal, or Renekton is a bit scary, I can't lie. Renekton is a bit fed, and my set is top lane, so this is a bit scary. I don't really know what we're gonna do about this situation. And try to deal some damage here. I'm not really intending on killing anyone here. Oh, I missed my Q. But I should just kill both of these guys. Play it slow and be patient. Play it slow and be patient. I can't DPS the Renekton. I can't out DPS him. That just won't happen. But just play for your Q and try to find executes. Oh, okay. Renekton is coming back down to defend. That's fine. I can't do anything. Just take the mid wave, I think. Take the mid wave. Take the mid wave. Renekton is defending. I don't think we should be doing Drake here, but if you really want to, I'm kind of down. I'm just kind of concerned. Or maybe I can kill the Vigar, because he's going to defend mid wave. If I land a Q on him, he dies. Okay. He didn't space up. I don't really want to be hitting the Drake. I honestly just want to be hitting anyone that tries to contest it. So the way Smolder works... Do I have item? Almost. I need 300 gold more. The way Smolder works is not necessarily like you dive in and you hit the enemy team. It's like you position yourself in a spot and then you kite back and you make the enemy team run into you. And the way to do that is very simply just by standing very aggressively and then just spamming your Q on them. I can sell my call here for my rapid fire. Rapid fire is so big on Smolder, by the way. It's so crazy how good this item is. Because it gets your Q so big. And then probably Bloodthirster next. Wow, the enemy team was just willing to give up that bot lane tower. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna just take Wolves here. And then we're gonna run bot lane again. But get your stacks. Okay, Ezreal. Relax, man. Why you gotta do that? That's just straight up rude. I can get the mid wave here as well. Try to farm some stacks on these fellas. And you can see the damage I have. I'm ready to ult here, to be honest. If they line themselves up, I'm just gonna ult. And they did absolutely line themselves up. Can I get my rapid fire? Should be dead. Keep queuing. Just keep playing for Qs. I don't know, she's above me. But we can kill her. What is she gonna do? There we go. Flash auto Q kills him, I think. Oh, not quite. My burn doesn't quite kill him. So just wait for the burn to run out. And then he just ran back into me. Okay. Well played, I guess. And the FF like that. Do you see what I mean? You get to your stacks and instantly win the game like that. That's why everything you're doing in the game should revolve around getting as many stacks as possible. Get 3 items, get your stacks, and then you just win the game like that. Highest damage in the game, by quite a wide margin as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, check out the Patreon, subscribe, or get some coaching. See ya.